Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how I made these Mickey ears that light up and flash with these little plastic jack-o'-lanterns. Now I've done this because I actually wanted the poisonous apple ears that apparently were a limited edition release. Oh my goodness, on a Friday the 13th a couple of years ago. Now because I seem to be about 2 years behind, they're no longer available and I've tried to hunt them down on the internet and to no luck. So I figured for my not so scary Halloween party, if I can't have the ears I want, I'm just gonna make a pair of ears that not too many people have. Or no one has, but after this video, not too many people have. Anyhow, I'm gonna flick off the light very quickly so you can kind of get a feel for what they're gonna look like in the evening. So as you can see, super cute, flashy, love them. And they're very easy to make. Most of the stuff is at the dollar store. These actually all came out of storage because it's August 1st. And I actually made these about 2 months ago, but people have asked me because I've posted them on one of my pages how I made them, so I'm making a video. I'm not a fan of a lot of stuff, but there's a few extras that I'm going to add to the ears for those who are watching the video in case. So it's very simple to start. What we need are 2 of these little pumpkins that you get from the dollar store or Target or Walmart. They're like $2, $3 depending. They're plastic, and you want to make sure that they have this piece here and that you can change the battery. This one's missing. It's actually already on the headband because I am the queen of the one take. So you're going to need these. You're going to need headbands, of course. And now these were actually kind of cool because these seem to be slip-free headbands, and I did not know that those existed when I made my original ones, so that would have been interesting. That would have been a lot easier. So we have those, the headband. You're going to need some fake leaves from a fake flower. And this is if you want them. I didn't want them on mine, but just in case. You're going to need some wire, and my dollar store sells this really tiny stuff and I love it. I've used it in so many things actually. This one came in green and silver. Green's perfect for these ears, so full pack there. What else are you gonna need? You're gonna need a little screwdriver. You see that? To remove some things. And at the very end, you're going to need some hot glue, possibly, and the rough part of Velcro. The very abrasive, sorry for those who don't like that sound, very abrasive part of the Velcro. And that's to keep it on your head, and I'll show you that at the end. All right, so what we do, and again, I'm apologizing. Some of this has already been done because I am like the queen of the one take. So what we do is we take this off. As you can see, it's off. And this is not a part for the children. If a child's wanting to make these, when you take these off, you're gonna have this little plastic piece. You're literally going to cut notches in it. So here's one already situated on a headband. Sorry, on a headband. And I'm going to put this white paper behind it so you can see that I've cut notches in this. Yeah, let me get it really close. And I've done 8, 2 on either side of the screw mount. Now listen, you have to be very careful. These notches have to be far enough that when you wrap a wire around it, it's actually gonna miss this lip here. Like it actually has to be deep enough that the wire's gonna be sort of here when you close it, if that makes sense to you. All right, so I'm just gonna show you. I've already done one, as you can see, up this way. And the reason why I've done 2, I just find that the wire I had wasn't long enough, or was too long. It's kind of weird. So I started on the bottom, and you want to stay within the notches. You want to come up. On this middle part here, I did it twice. And the reason why I did it twice was because this was the actual part that was by the screw. Sorry, I got out of shot there. All right, so once you've wrapped it around twice and you've come up, you want to go once this way to the next notch. The reason why you want to go once, you want it to be not touching the battery, or at least far enough from the battery it's not going to interfere with anything. And here's a super important part. Did you see how that's straight? you want to maintain that. So you don't want to pull it too tight on the last loop around, because you want to actually maintain a pretty straight bottom there. Because when it hooks to the pumpkin, you want it to be pretty straight, like pretty much straight, like on this side, so it doesn't bend to the headband and what have you. So you've wrapped it around twice, and then you've done an X, and you've held it in place, and now you're underneath and behind the headband there. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that green on the brown. Should have picked maybe a white. When you've come at the end and you have two of them sticking out like this, just take the two and twist them like this, and that will lock it all into place. Now what I figured out, which is kind of cute, is if I take a pen, I'm going to use my finger today, and wrap it around like so, just pretend it was a pen. If I remove the pen, I now have this. If you separate these carefully into two, you have two little pumpkin spiral things. See what I mean? So let's throw the pumpkin there. And there you go. You have two pumpkin spirals. Now that's pretty much where mine stayed, right there. Except I'd have more spirals on this side, but I just put that pumpkin on fast. That's pretty much right where mine stayed. If you want Mickey ears just like mine, you're done. Seriously. But some people like more elaborate ears. So, just going to move on to the second side. I'm actually going to fold these out of the shot just temporarily. I don't want you guys to get confused. So what you want to do here at the next stop is if you wanted to add leaves. Now leaves are pretty simple to add. You take another wire and you start at the bottom, and same as always, you kind of wrap it around once just to kind of lock it into place. Wrap it around and down and under, and same thing with the other side, down and under, and you come up. Now I like these these headbands because it had notches, so I was able to count, so I could even everything out as opposed to measure, but depending on how particular you are, you can actually measure. So now we have these two wires sticking like this. If you wanted to add a leaf, just take them off the plant, the fake plant. Now I've left them with the circle because I'm literally gonna string them on like this and put them on like so. And once I have it down at the bottom like that on the one, I'm gonna take the other one in with it so that they're both together, those two wires. I'm going to twist it once to lock those leaves into place. And I'm going to go, can you see that? Twist it once to lock them into place, and then I'm going to go to the next one, kind of wrap it around both ways like so. And then I can add a second leaf like I've done the first ones. Where's my second one? And just add it like so. And again, I'm going to twist it around just to lock them in. And then once I've twisted it around, I'm going to go down and around like so and add leaves, and until I'm done adding the leaves. And when I'm done adding the leaves and I think I'm officially done and I don't want to add any more, just finish it off with a twist to lock the wire in, and then just do little twisties like I had shown you in the past there with to make it look like the little pumpkin swirls. All right, so there's that. And then if you've got a visual, take these back out here. So, sorry, if you got a visual, you can add these leaves all the way up and around and down again, which would be super cute. Now, here's two tips. One, if you want to use the wire, like I just did, go ahead. But if you want to secure them even more, put a dollop of hot glue before you put the leaf down. So the wire's sticking out, you've stuck the leaf on the wire, you're pushing it down, but before you get to the bottom, there's a bit of hot glue. You stick that leaf right in the hot glue, you twist the wire, and you go to the next one. And that will hold it, and you'll do hot glue all the way up. Or if you want to skip the wire completely, just cut the leaves off and hot glue it. I don't know how well that will hold and how long that will hold. So I think the wire's probably the best with a little bit of hot glue so you can situate the leaves where you want them. Now I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm sorry for wasting your time here, but I'm literally going to take these leaves off because I thought of something super cute for those who like mini ears, guys or girls alike. Those who happen to like mini ears, I thought of a cute way to make a bow using the leaves as well. And unfortunately, I have to take these off. so that it doesn't confuse you guys with all the wires hanging off of it. So now we're back to my original ears, the way I liked them, just as is, with the two pumpkins and the little swirls. Imagine a couple swirls on this side. For some reason I just did it really quick. So yeah, what I thought for mini ears was take another one of these wires, and I'm just going to show you. I'm going to take this one out of the shot for now, just so you don't get confused, and these two out of the shot. So with the wire in the middle here, wrap it around twice. Should be my key there, always twice. And when you get to the top here, you want to twist it once just to lock it in place, right? So now that's twisted once. You want to pull that tight. Pull that tight so it sticks straight up. Now, visual, there's the mini ears, and we kind of have, for those who are my age, an alpha hair piece sticking up. All right, now what you want to do is take two of the leaves off the plant and leave the circle right here. You see that circle? I'm going to show you guys again. You want to leave that circle. You can't see it. So what you want to do is kind of match your leaves. I have two big and two little. So I'm going to alternate them so that on either side has one big and one little. So now they're both together. That circle's both together. We're going to put both wires in the circle. Both wires all the way down. One. Come on, get in there. And the second one all the way down in there. Perfect. Get these out of the way. And you're going to pull them all the way down to the bottom here. Now, you want to see where the front is. So this is the front. You're literally going to pull your leaves towards the front. You didn't twist anything. You notice that? You didn't. You just pulled. You put them on the wire, and they're both on the wire. Here, let's see if I can clear that shot. The wire's in the middle of both of them. So it's not around, it's not twisted, it's not wrapped. You literally strung both of them on the wire. So once you have them on the wire, you want to pull them forward a little bit. And again, you can hot glue it if you want here or not. So then you're going to bring the wire back around, and here is where it gets a little tricky. I'm going to pull it apart so you can see it. So I've brought this wire back around. So it's been once around, and then you're going to separate the wire. One's going to the right and one's going to the left. You're going to continue the right side, if you can see that. I'm going to continue the right side wrapping around, and that's going to keep the leaves separated. Like so. And then on the other side, you're going to do the same. You're going to wrap it around, kind of going outward to try and keep the leaves separated on that side, like so. You're going to clean it up a little bit. Again, hot glue if you want to. It's up to you. And this is just a very quick visual. So there you go. So here is, I'm going to take these guys back out because they're needed again. So here is sort of a very rough visual of what your mini ears will look like. Those are super cute. I might have to make them for myself. Now I also got this at Michael's. It's this cute little skull, and it's done by clam shell here. So you clam claw, whatever, lobster claw. You take it off, you hook it on the wire here if you so desire, and then you have this cute little bead in the middle as well. Now the last thing you want to do is take your Velcro, the abrasive side, you want to cut it to width, cut it to length. You're going to run a hot bead of hot glue gun, which will cover all these wires, which by the way, during the making you want to pull tight because you don't really want them sticking out, except over here. You want them to be tight on the inside here. Hot glue it, stick these here, and let it dry, and then that will keep it, the Velcro will keep it from blowing off of your head and falling down. Now you can avoid the Velcro if you get really cool non-slip headbands. So if you have any questions, because I'm running out of time, go ahead and comment below and I'll try and help you. If you know anyone who might be interested in these really cool light up Mickey ears, go ahead and share. All right, guys? Anyways, enjoy. Happy Halloween. Hopefully I'll see you if you see me there 2016 with flashy headbands I'm the girl. All right, guys. Bye.